Hello to you, my wonderful viewer. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Judyowiti. Now, today we have a very interesting conversation. We are talking about stereotypes. And a stereotype is a commonly known public belief about an individual or about a group of people. The aim of having this conversation really is to shed some light on certain stereotypes, how they affect people, and what we can do to change those stereotypes. To help us navigate this conversation, we are so privileged to have two wonderful young people. The first one is Sandra Ilusa. Sandra has been with us before. In fact, she has recorded a video called Students in Quarantine. So welcome back, Sandra. Sandra is a third-year student at Chuka University. She is the current Hatua Likoni Chuka chapter chairlady, and she is passionate about giving back to the society. How are you, Sandra?
I'm very fine, Judy. How are you?
I'm very well.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here once again. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay. So the next one is Larry Kiplimo. And Larry is a music and sign language student. He is also a drummer, and actually a very good one at that. He started playing drums when he was 9. So you can imagine, he's a very good drummer. And he's also a drum tutor. He's passionate about music and seeing people grow to the best of their ability. Karibu, Larry.
Thank you so much, Judy. Asante sana for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here. I'm here to learn, to share, and thank you for having me here. Asante sana.
So now introductions are out of the way. So guys, are you ready to do this?
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Okay, so let's get this show on the road, shall we? So,
Okay.
So how this is going to work is I'm going to mention a stereotype or a statement, and then you're going to tell me your thoughts. Okay? So we'll start with the first one. And the first one, we'll start with Sandra. And it's about physical appearance standards. Sandra,
All right.
who is a beautiful woman and who is a handsome man, according to the society?
Okay, according to the society is telling us a beautiful woman is a woman who has big boobs, who has big butt, and a handsome man is this tall, dark, and handsome. The people who have these abs, the six-pack. Yeah, that's a handsome man. And this has led to low self-esteem for those people who don't meet this standard, because they end up feeling that they're not enough. This leads to people devaluing themselves, Yeah. And people going to maybe living with so much insecurities because of what our society has told us about a beautiful woman and a handsome man.
And Larry, what do you say?
So society has taught us that a beautiful woman is, just to add on what Sandra said, a beautiful woman is one who catwalks or is light-skinned or has a certain voice. A beautiful woman is, of course, the figure 8, Waswahili wanasema kama chupa ya soda, yani kama chupa ya Fanta orange, yani hivyo. That's what they say. So that's the kind of woman that the society has taught us about. The men who are masculine, who go to the gym, who have money. Yeah.
And Sandra, how has it affected you? Has it affected you in any way, and how? Okay.
For me, I might say that also growing up, also I had some insecurities, because this the society has already tell you that this is how you're supposed to be, because even when you walk around, or for example, when someone tells you that maybe I have this girlfriend who is so beautiful, you know that the next thing they'll tell you is that akona figa, huyo dem ameiva, unaona ameiva, akona figa. Then you're looking at yourself and you're like, okay. At some point you you won't feel like maybe you are less of a woman. Yeah. So for me, as a brother, I lived with the feeling that maybe I'm not yet there. Someday I'll get there. Also, I'll be that person. Yeah. So that's how it has affected me.
So what do you think is the way forward, Larry?
Way forward, I think it's everyone should accept themselves the way they are. Like, just appreciate self and love on yourself, and just be your biggest fan. Like, just value yourself and all, and whoever is for you will come. Yeah, so I think that's the way forward.
Okay. Sandra?
Okay, you'll find that when you tell someone that, you know, beauty is in the heart, they tell you, wanakwambia, unaona tutembei na x-rays. You know, why? Because there was something that they can see and touch, something that is tangible. And for me, I believe that there's more to a woman, there's more to a man than just looks. Like, for example, for me, for a man, you know, I want to see, is this man a leader? Is this man kind? Is he giving? Is he understanding? Is he caring? Such things. And if it's for a lady, I want to see, like, is this lady respectful? Is she generous? Is she, you know, God-fearing? Yeah, so such things. Because in the long run, these are the things that will matter. It won't be about the beautiful face or the butt or the six-pack. Yeah. You know, isn't it a wonder that there are many broken relationships today because of those skewed definition of what a beautiful woman, or rather beautiful man, should look like?
Wow. Okay. Wow. Larry, what do you have to say?
You see, people don't understand that the people we watch on television, the actors and all, they don't understand that these people they are working.
The Kardashians.
So they get all dressed up for it. They get makeup for it. They rehearse for those parts. You know, yeah, they look. It looks so. This is just this is how a relationship is supposed to be. But men, when you go to their Instagram pages and just see how they are, follow up their lives, you'll realize they're also human. So I think we should not allow these love stories to be the marking scheme for what true love is, or what true love is all about.
Okay, so you're going to number 2. Men are smarter than women.
First of all, as a young girl, I remember our education system tried to tell us where the places that we belong. Because I remember reading in one of the Swahili books, which was saying Fatuma ako jikoni anasaidia mama. Na the other part was saying Kamau ni daktari. So it was already somehow passing to us a message of where we belong. Understand? Because also growing up, you're told as a girl, you know, you can be ambitious, but not too ambitious. You can be successful, but not too successful. You know, unaambiwa msichana kisoma sana hautaolewa. Why? Because men are threatened, or rather intimidated by learned women.
What do you have to say, Larry?
Well, according to society, that's what is believed. That's what it's believed. That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah. Do you believe that a woman can be a president?
Yeah. I believe a woman can be a president.
Okay. That the society believe that, because I remember when who was running for president, was it Charity Ngilu? And people were saying, "Mi siwezi kupigia mwanamke kura," and that even included the women. Even the women were saying the same thing. "Mi siwezi kupigia mwanamke kura." Why do you think we think like that, Sandra?
Because, you see, society has already told us that, you know, women are there to be seen and not heard. You know, it's only men who are capable of leading.
And also, when you talk about what is believed that men are smarter than women, in most households, you'll find that the boy and the girl, they both go to school. When they come back home, they both come back with homework. The boy sits to do homework, the girl is going to do household chores. The girl is going to cook. If it's huko bara, ameenda kutafuta kuni, akuje aenda ateke maji, you know, but the boy is seated and is doing the homework. So obviously this girl is tired. She is just tired. So you hear them say, yeah, the boys have performed better than the girls, for example, in the exams. But the truth is that this girl is just tired. So what do you think is way forward?
The way forward for this, for me, I think that it's important to give both equal chances to both male and female. Let there be equality. Like if it's time for them to study, let's watch our time yao ya study, and together I'm sure they'll become even better and greater at what they do.
Sandra?
Okay, let me first set the record clear. We both are of the same level of intelligence. None is smarter than the other. It's all in the mindset. You know, if you believe it, you can achieve it. So anyone, it doesn't matter which gender you are, if you aspire to something and you go for it, I believe nothing is impossible.
Sure.
Very true. Well said. All right, so we're going to the next one, which is very interesting, but also very serious. Real men don't cry. Larry, would you like to go first?
Yeah. Society thinks that real men don't cry. That's just how society thinks, because the African culture, how the men were groomed, they equated you shedding tears as a way of weakness, that you're a weak man if you cry or if you show your emotions. You're supposed to be tough.
Have you ever cried in front of your peers?
In front of my peers, men? Yeah. Not as much, but when there's need to. When I feel something is too much and we need to let it out, I cry. Yeah.
Sandra?
Growing up, young boys are taught to be brave, you know, they're taught to refrain from crying because tears have been stereotyped to be feminine. So these boys, yeah, they're told, you know, usilie we ni mwanaume. Crying has been seen as a form of weakness, but society allows that form of weakness in women, but not men. Boys are raised not knowing how to talk about their emotions, you know. So when they're men, when these boys grow up to be men, they find it very difficult to express themselves. Yeah. So this leads to violence, alcoholism.
I agree with you that when they grow up as young boys and they're told you can't cry, you know, they're not able to express themselves. They learn that this, I'm not supposed to express my genuine emotions. So they bottle them up. And so they grow up being angry, insensitive, numb. And you find that even in relationships, they're not able to express their emotions. And that can lead to broken relationships, can lead to even abuse.
And also statistics have shown that the suicide rate in men is more than in women. So this shows that how our boys are being brought up, not being able to express themselves and express their emotions and become vulnerable, is having very adverse scenarios.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Larry, so what is the way forward?
Real men do cry. I think it's high time that we have an outlet to express ourselves, have a circle of men, of fellow men who you walk with in life and whom you can break down before, because life can be very, very crazy and very hard, and you need some group of people or a person who you can let out and break down before. So yeah, not only in crying but also expressing themselves, what they feel, if they feel disappointed, if they feel discouraged, if they feel, just speak out.
Okay, Sandra?
It's okay to cry, and it's also healthy to cry. Parents should be able to listen to their sons. When your son comes back home and maybe tells you that maybe there's a girl also who hit me, don't shrug them off. Always encourage them to have a voice and to not keep quiet about anything. Because our boys are going through a lot. But the fact that now society has told them that they are supposed to be men, are supposed to be brave, they don't speak about it. So to avoid all those negative effects in future, let's listen to our sons. Yes.
Oh, good point.
Just to add a bit on Sandra. To some extent, the toughness is an advantage for a man. To some extent, I agree with it. Where sometimes, when people are letting loose, they need to be that somebody who will be the pillar of telling people it's okay, be encouraged, just holding the boat. You get. So I can say we can take the toughness to just being a pillar, being a foundation where people can lean on and stuff.
So we'll go to the last one, right? When parents talk to their girls, look after themselves and save themselves for marriage, but they don't talk to their boys. We see this happening a lot. The girl is told, you keep your legs closed, make sure that you don't do anything until you get married. The boys are never told the same thing. Larry, would you like to go first?
That's true. And it's usually felt because the females, the girls are being given more attention, they're being given more time, they're being given more protection, they're called aside, and then the boys are just left to discover things for themselves. Yeah.
Okay, Sandra?
We teach our girls not to have sex before marriage, but we don't do the same to our boys. We leave our boys to do whatever they want. So these boys that we have failed to mentor, these boys that we have failed to talk to and to pay attention to, end up getting our girls pregnant before marriage.
Yeah, so it's counterproductive because the boys that you're not teaching are going to get the girls that you are teaching pregnant.
Because who else are they going to have this sex with? Please, no, these same girls.
Okay. So what do you feel is the way forward?
Both boys and girls should be told that, first of all, sex before marriage is a sin, and sex to tango. So I believe that emphasis should be on both gender.
Larry?
I totally agree with Sandra, what she said. I think also another thing that should be a way forward is, as much as the people should be told the don'ts, also you should also be told the consequences, because there's don't do this, and you're never told why you should not do it. When you're not told the consequences of when you do this is what will happen, it creates that curiosity of mbona nimeambiwa nisifanye hivyo, basi acha nifanye nione itakuwaje. So I think just being able to be told the consequences, the result, and not being overprotected. You understand? If you've already thought that this is not right, and this is why it is not right, then believe in me that I have heard you, and I will go and follow what you've shared. So I think that will be the way forward, because I came to realize growing up, you're being told don't do that, alafu unaikiwa geti kali, unaikiwa strictness, and then the day you get a chance to go out is the day you experiment everything, because you never know when that chance will come out. So I think just being taught this is not right, this is why it is not right, and then being able to be trusted that you and you do is a way forward for me.
Okay. So what we are hearing that emphasis should be on both girl and boy. Don't leave the boy child out. Manake boy child anaumia sana. There is this thing about where all the efforts are going towards the girl child. You know, every person you meet, or you know, there's just always someone having some initiative about the girl child or some NGO about the girl child, and we are leaving the boy child behind. And so we are having these empowered women with no men to marry them, you know, because the same men that we are ignoring are the ones that are going to marry these empowered women. And so we have all these relationship issues because we have this empowered woman and this unempowered man. And we are expecting that somehow they will coexist. And it will not work. So I think that even the efforts, as we give efforts to the girl child, we need to also give equal effort to the boy child. I think that we've had quite an interesting conversation. Thank you guys so much. Any closing remarks, Sandra?
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you, Judy, for this platform. It has been an honor and a privilege to be here. Then something else is that, you see, these stereotypes are learned, and whatever is learned can be unlearned.
Thank you so much, Sandra, for coming. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Thank you also for having me.
Any closing remarks, Larry?
Yeah, I think the trademark and the marking scheme of who a man ought to be and who a woman ought to be is religion for the Christians. You know, let's go back to our roots, and that is God. Let's ask ourselves, what does God say about a man? What does God say about a woman? What was his initial purpose when he was creating us as human beings? What is our roles according to him? Where are we supposed to be? Because if I use the Bible, God equally used the men and the women to bring victory, to bring deliverance, to do work miracles and everything. For me, I would say let's go back to the roots, and that is God, and learn what God has to say about us as human beings. Yeah.
Wow, thank you, Larry. That's powerful. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me as well. I really appreciate it.
Okay. So in conclusion, it is possible to break down these stereotypes, to change the stereotypes that we have, because these stereotypes are not just hurtful, but they are also wrong. They limit our capacity to develop, they limit our capacity to make choices, but there are sometimes also they violate human rights. So changing stereotyping is actually our individual role. It is us as individuals to change these stereotypes. I want you to examine the assumptions that you make about people, about tribes, about races, you know, about the other gender, and ask yourself, are they right? Are they correct? Why do you make those assumptions? We are all created in the image of God. All of us are valuable. All of us are precious before the eyes of God. We are all equal. And so let us look at each other as such. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.